Welcome back to Microsoft Sphere, where we bring you the most electrifying updates from the world of tech. The news cycle never sleeps, and neither do we. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of what you absolutely need to know. We've got breakthroughs, we've got challenges, and we've got the insights that matter. Stick around, because you won't want to miss a second of this. First up, a look at market data and the crucial details behind it. Then, we dive deep into a concerning trend targeting users through pirated games. After that, we address a critical issue impacting Windows reset and recovery functions. And finally, we investigate a report linking a recent Windows update to potential SSD failures. Let's get into it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Market data insights revealed. Understanding the real-time flow of financial information is paramount for investors and traders. This news item provides a critical overview of how market data, including stock prices, futures, and forex, is presented and the various delays that can be associated with it. It highlights that while some data, like that from the Cboe BZX exchange, is indeed real-time, other essential market indicators often come with a 15 to 20-minute delay. This delay applies to stock market activity where volume reflects consolidated markets, and also to futures and forex trading, which typically experience a 10 or 15-minute delay. The data's accuracy and timeliness are underpinned by bar chart solutions, a key provider in this space. Furthermore, the fundamental data, which offers deeper insights into company performance and valuation, is sourced from reputable firms like Zacks and Morningstar. This layered approach to data provision means that while headline numbers might be slightly delayed, the underlying analysis relies on robust and established sources. The information is presented within the context of a copyright held by Microsoft Sphere, Inc., for the year 2025, indicating the source and ownership of this specific market data reporting. This detailed breakdown is essential for anyone relying on market data for decision-making, as it clarifies the source, the potential for delays, and the types of data available, ensuring users are informed about the information they are consuming. Audience impact. This clarity on data timing and sources is vital for traders and investors who rely on accurate, up-to-the-minute information for profitable decisions, helping to manage expectations about real-time access. Stay tuned for a critical security alert that could affect your digital life. Next, we're looking at how cybercriminals are exploiting popular platforms. Cybercriminals weaponize pirated games for malware distribution. In a sophisticated and alarming development, threat actors have successfully weaponized pirated gaming content to distribute advanced malware, effectively bypassing crucial security measures such as Microsoft Defender Smart Screen and popular ad blockers. This campaign utilizes trusted piracy platforms, a common entry point for many users seeking free software, to distribute HijackLoader, a modular malware framework that has seen a significant increase in prevalence within the cyber threat landscape. The attack vector is particularly insidious because it targets users who may already be operating outside of legitimate software channels and are often advised by piracy communities that installing ad blockers provides adequate protection, creating a dangerous false sense of security. Recent analyses, however, have revealed that these protective measures are proving insufficient against the complex redirect chains orchestrated by threat actors. Researchers from Trellix identified that the malware distribution network is built upon a complex series of redirects. These redirects begin with seemingly legitimate download links on piracy sites, such as Doti Repacks, a platform known for its reputation within piracy communities. These links then route unsuspecting users through intermediate domains like Zovo, Inc., and Downf, lol. Ultimately, these intermediate sites funnel victims to popular file-sharing platforms, like Mega, which host the malicious archives. This technique is particularly effective because the malicious content appears to originate from trusted file-sharing services, thereby circumventing both smart screen protection and ad blocker filtering. Once downloaded, these archives contain HijackLoader, a highly sophisticated, multi-stage malware loader renowned for its advanced evasion techniques. Upon execution, the malware deploys unusually large DLL files, exceeding 680 MB, a tactic designed to overwhelm and evade automated sandboxes and security tools that impose file size limitations. The infection chain is further complicated by the use of multiple configuration files, such as quintillionth, PPT, and paraffin, HTML, which store encrypted payload data and critical execution parameters. Hijackloader's technical sophistication is evident in its implementation of advanced evasion techniques that directly challenge traditional security approaches. It employs module stomping, a technique where legitimate system DLLs, like Shell 32, DLL, are overwritten with malicious code, effectively disguising the payload within trusted system components. Furthermore, the loader utilizes a technique known as Heaven's Gate to execute direct system calls, bypassing user mode API hooks commonly employed by security solutions. This method involves transitioning from 32-bit to 64-bit execution contexts to invoke Windows native API functions directly. Additionally, the malware incorporates stack spoofing by replacing return addresses with legitimate function pointers from system DLLs, a maneuver designed to make the call stack appear benign during runtime analysis. The modular architecture of Hijackloader supports over 40 different modules, allowing for the deployment of various final payloads, including known threats like Llama C2 Stealer, Redline Stealer, and Rhadamanthes. This ongoing campaign underscores how threat actors continuously exploit user trust in piracy platforms while simultaneously advancing their technical capabilities to circumvent modern security solutions, posing a significant and evolving threat to users worldwide. Audience impact. Security analysts and users are highlighting the increased sophistication of malware delivery, particularly its ability to exploit user behavior and bypass layered security defenses. But the challenges don't stop there. A critical Windows update is causing major headaches for users. Next, we're examining a widespread issue with Windows recovery features. Windows Update breaks essential recovery functions. Microsoft has inadvertently crippled the Windows reset and recovery functionality across multiple versions of its operating system, necessitating an out-of-band update to rectify the critical flaw. While Windows 11 24H2 and Windows Server editions appear to be unaffected, the issue surfaced with the August 2025 security update, impacting a broad spectrum of other Windows versions, including the widely used Windows 10. This development is particularly problematic given Microsoft's recent issuance of a 60-day warning for the end of servicing for Windows 10 22H2. Compounding the issue is Microsoft's approach to hardware compatibility, which means millions of Windows 10 users cannot upgrade to Windows 11. The failure of the Reset My PC function, a crucial tool for troubleshooting and preparing devices for new users or resale, now makes handing down older machines a potentially problematic endeavor. According to Microsoft's own advisory, attempts to reset or recover the device might fail. This malfunction affects various recovery methods, including the Reset My PC option and the Fix Problems using Windows Update feature within system recovery settings, as well as the Remote Wipe CSB tool. Microsoft also confirmed that starting August 12, some Windows upgrades might fail with error code XF. This error code specifically impacted upgrades from Windows 10 to Windows 11 23H2 and 22H2, as well as upgrades for Windows Server. While the company initially suggested the issue might be resolved by August 15 and that retrying the upgrade process could fix the error, the underlying problem with the reset and recovery functions remains. This situation reflects a concerning trend in quality control for Windows updates, where critical system functions can be rendered inoperable by patches. Users are unable to bypass this issue, and there is no straightforward workaround available. Consequently, Microsoft is preparing an out-of-band update to address the problem before the next scheduled update cycle. In the interim, users are advised to refrain from attempting to recover or reset their devices, as these operations are likely to fail. This situation leaves many users in a difficult position, particularly those reliant on these recovery features for device maintenance or data management. Audience impact. Users are expressing frustration online, sharing stories of failed resets and warning others about the risks of updating before the out-of-band patch is released. We've seen issues with recovery, but the next story involves hardware itself. Next, we investigate a potentially devastating link between a Windows update and SSD failures. Windows 11 update linked to SSD failures during heavy use. Users of Microsoft Windows 11 are facing a new and potentially devastating issue, with reports emerging that the latest KB50-63878 security update for Windows 11 24H2 is causing unexpected and rapid solid-state drive (SSD) failures. This alarming problem appears to affect a variety of SSD brands and models, with the failures primarily occurring during intensive file transfer operations. The issue was brought to light by an ex-user, @Nekaru-Cat, who detailed how the bug manifests during sustained sequential writes of approximately 50 GB on an SSD that is already 60% full. This intensive operation corrupts the drive's smart, self-monitoring, analysis, and reporting technology data, rendering its telemetry unreadable. SMART is a built-in system designed to monitor the health and performance of HDDs and SSDs, crucial for predicting potential failures and allowing users to take preventative action. Unfortunately, even restarting the computer only offers a temporary reprieve, as the drive often becomes unrecognizable by the operating system shortly thereafter. This renders all data stored on the affected drive inaccessible through conventional means. Reports indicate that this problem is not isolated to a single SSD manufacturer, with many brands and models, particularly those utilizing FISN controllers, being implicated. Some industry speculation suggests that a malfunction within the drive's caching subsystem could be the root cause. Japanese outlet Niche PC Gamer has managed to repeatedly reproduce this bug across multiple drives by performing large file transfers, specifically transferring archives of around 62 GB before decompression. The outlet has identified several impacted drives, including specific models that experienced failure and others that, while initially appearing to recover after a reboot, may still suffer from data corruption following repeated failures. In response to these reports, FISN, a major provider of SSD controllers, released a statement acknowledging the industry-wide effects of the KB50-63878 and KB50-62660 updates on Windows 11. FISN stated that they are working with industry stakeholders and are committed to product integrity and user success. They are currently reviewing the affected controllers and collaborating with partners to provide support and remediation for any impacted devices. In light of these ongoing investigations and potential risks, users are strongly advised to avoid installing the KB50-63878 and KB50-62660 updates for Windows 11 24H2. Furthermore, it is highly recommended to back up all important files and to minimize heavy load operations on SSDs until Microsoft and its partners can identify and resolve the root cause of these failures. Audience impact. The tech community is buzzing with caution, with many users recommending a rollback of recent updates and emphasizing the critical importance of regular data backups. That's all the news we have for you today. We've covered market data, cyber threats, Windows recovery issues, and SSD failures. We've covered market data, cyber threats, Windows recovery issues, and SSD failures. If you found this update valuable, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and ring that notification bell. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all our social channels for even more tech insights. We'll see you in the next broadcast.